Y'all, let's just go ahead and jump into it. It is a masculine. I'm telling y'all, there's been such a shift energetically, and you have so many of these masculines that want to come back but cannot. And I just keep seeing them on the board. Y'all, this particular masculine that we looking into tonight, listen, he can't come back. I don't know why he can't come back. I don't know what the situation is. This is somebody that it feels like they have played the game. Y'all know we got to throw on our little hand cream, y'all. But this person has a little Fenty up in the building. I don't know if you could take it. Girl, what Rihanna said. I don't know what the situation is with this masculine, but it's something where he now cannot come back. It's like, it makes me think of, it's a type of energy for children. You know, if anybody had grandparents that, had a screen door, or maybe were from the South where it was just, a lot of large area to go back and forth and play around in and things like that, whatever it was, where it would encourage you to come in and out of the house, it was like, when you go out, stay out. This man has not been doing that. Somebody has been kind of going out, coming back, being around, saying he wanted to be about it, then not being about it. This is somebody that has really, maybe for years and years, it's like he circles the block. Even if you don't let him back in, even if you're telling him like, hey, this is not what we do. You can't just keep coming and going. I don't even want you like that no more. He still does it. He still knocks every now and then to see if he can get back in. It's just what he does. It's just part of his routine. Y'all, something has happened with this masculine where this time around, he cannot return to you. I keep seeing a fortress, like someone's been locked in a fortress. He is no longer permitted to come towards you. And I don't know why. I don't know if there's been a shift or a change in his life circumstances, but for some reason or another, this man who may be high in Aquarius, he may be high in Libra, he may be in Gemini. This man is not as able to come towards you as he previously had been able to. His name may begin with an X. He's just throwing them out there, girl. That X is coming through strong. Girl, that X is coming through strong. It may be an H. It may be a K. And maybe a Q. We also pulled this Q card is for Queen, okay? Shout out to you. Your name may even begin with a Q, okay? This is a masculine that there's some things that are going on with him that have finally blocked his path to playing this little game that I really want to kind of say he's been playing with himself, because I just don't think I think you kind of peeped him for who he was a long time ago. This man is very envious now. He's envious of you. He's envious of your space because now he cannot return. So this is somebody who is subtly bathing in resentment. He's sitting alone. I'm telling you, this masculine sits alone and he thinks about this. He thinks about it. How he can't come back to you, how things have changed. This is somebody that took the opportunity to come in your life for granted. He didn't think much of it. He always thought he would be able to do it. So it never occurred to him to get serious, to tell the truth, to be honest, to show up and learn to be a divine masculine, to get right with God. It's not just about you. There's a lot of things this man has done wrong, and they are all coming kind of coming full circle at this moment. This is about time. What comes to my mind, actually, y'all, is crazy. If anybody is familiar with that old song by the Winans, tomorrow, forget about tomorrow. If you don't know that song, it's a beautiful song. It's called Tomorrow. There's actually I believe it may be a live version of Tamia singing it that is just as amazing as the original. Shout out to Tamia. Okay, like she in here watching. Listen, she might be, girl. Shout out to Tamia. Girl. Tomorrow is all about choose the Lord today, for tomorrow very well maybe today. It's about running out of time to do the right thing, running out of time to choose God, running out of time to be the best version of yourself. Somebody who constantly played with time. Time being Saturn energy, time being order, time being law, time being matriarchal and patriarchal code energy. It is literally justice. Somebody played with this. He just never thought that his day would come to a close where he was no longer going to be able to play the games he played yesterday. This man always thought there would be another day, there would be another opportunity to choose God, to find his own divine masculinity, to be a good father, to be a husband, to come back and scoop you up. This man was... The problem that he's having actually isn't even with you. He's having a problem with time. He's having a problem with justice. He's having a problem with the laws of the universe, girl. He's having a problem with justice. He's having a problem with karma. This man played too long. He had so many opportunities to come in and do the right thing, and he just didn't take any of them. So this man is experiencing a great deal of tension now. This is a man that is struggling. He's stressed, he's confused, and he's filled with envy of those who are still able to live freely. Something has happened where this masculine is no longer able to live with the freedom that he took for granted, the freedom that made him think that he can always choose you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you know, eventually he would be able to choose you. This is the things that he was telling himself. Unexpected joys. This man was always expecting that he could bring some unexpected joy to your life. He thought he was a real bright spot for you. And I'm going to tell you the truth. He really may have been a bright spot for someone. He may have been someone that you had high hopes on at one time. I just keep hearing the word disappointment. It's like this man was a great disappointment for you. Somebody, when you look back over the loves of your life, if you ever have to discuss disappointment, he's a great disappointment for you. He's like somebody that you say, man, you know, I really wish that could have worked. I really wished me and him could have figured out how to make that work. He is somebody that you feel that way about. He wasn't just anybody, but he allowed himself to become just anybody. Part of the problem was that he felt like he could control you by keeping his foot in the door, by always sending the occasional text, by offering the occasional late night sex, by putting himself in your frame of vision just enough. This man thought that he would keep himself. It was a form of control. You may not have even realized it, but he's kept himself a part of the conversation with you because he wanted control. He wanted you to always kind of be available to him. He wanted you to always see him as a possibility, as a probability. He wanted you to always say, oh, but you know, what if Xavier comes back? You know, what if William comes back? He thought that he would be able to keep you there. He thought that he would be able to ward off competition. 5 of Swords in the reverse. He thought that he would be able to ward off competition. He thought that he would be able to reduce competition. He thought that he would be able to kind of keep you from getting too focused on someone else if he just kept dipping his foot back in the pond ever so often. This was somebody that thought this was a good strategy to keep you under their wing. I'll just make it where, you know, every time she kind of gets away, I'm going to pop up. I'm going to call. I'm going to say something necessary to keep this thing alive. 10 of Swords. Truth be told, the relationship, the connection, it died a long time ago because he wasn't up to par for you. He wasn't somebody that can meet your expectations. You fell into the spirit of disappointment with this masculine so long ago. He didn't realize that. See, once again, he's the type of man that always goes too far. He's been permitted a lot of grace in his life, and he tends to just go too far with the grace. He's had opportunities on top of opportunities, and he finally just crapped out. He kept thinking there would be another opportunity, another chance to call you, another time to love you, another chance to write. I keep hearing write a love letter. This man consistently thought that he was going to have an opportunity to write you a love letter. This was a consistent thought for him. When he put the love letter on you, you know, you were going to be, you know, excited. You were going to go through with it. You were going to be like, yes, it's finally the time. This man had a very passionate, deep love letter that he wanted to write you that would explain the turbulence that has happened between y'all. He was going to bear it all. But this man has been thinking about writing this letter for anywhere from 2 to 8 years. From anywhere from 2 to 8 years. It's just been a thought. He always thinks that's his ploy. When he's ready, I'm going to write her this love letter and let her know everything. Again, as though it was always going to be an option. He was always keeping an eye on you because he didn't want you to get away. Monitoring you, calling you, trying to strum up conversation. It was always to figure out what's going on with you. Oh, hey, Benita, you got a man now? What's up with you? Oh, come on, Valerie. Do you have a man now? What's good? What's up? You seeing anybody? Melissa, you seeing anybody? It was always to kind of see if you were seeing anybody. It was never really just, it was like that was the reason for the call. He may have been somebody that would pop up and call you on some like, I heard this song and I thought you would like it. I said I was going to send it to you. But somehow he's going to work that around and just kind of trying to figure out where you're working, what school you're in now, if you're in school, what the kids up to. It's like always trying to keep tabs on where you're headed. That's because he always thought he would have more time. He was one that was always going to pop up at the holiday to say, hey, what's going on? The Magician in the reverse, he was not having an effect on you mentally at all. His little tricks, you would often find yourself praying for this man. You would listen to him and think of how hopelessly lost he was and how childish he was. And you would always be like, I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray that he gets it. I'm going to pray that he figures it out. You were always in that state of mind. Like you're talking and laughing, but you always saw the trickster in him. You always saw the Joker energy on him. And you're like, again, you were so disappointed. And you would just think of him as like, let me give him a little advice on this or that. And let me just pray for him because he does not have his stuff together. You never cared about that. You also recognized ages ago that he was the type that runs around with other women, always drinking from another cup of love. You figured this man out so long ago, and kind of with the heart of a mother, you never turned him away. You just weren't available for him in the way that he thought that you were. You were answering the phone to be a friend, and you were answering the phone because you would say a prayer for him. You were always just like, I'm just going to say a prayer for him. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Great to hear from you. But you were never looking for this man to be your man. He didn't know that. Something in this man's life accelerated, and it accelerated unexpectedly. Knight of Pentacles comes through in the reverse. Suddenly something in this man's life just kind of took off and started moving really, really fast. And it really affected his value. It really affected his ability to move forward. It wasn't something that he was really able to stop. We see the death card energy coming through. Literally, the Grim Reaper has walked through this man's life. Something happened to him all of a sudden. It's very much all of a sudden, suddenly, bam type of energy. Something struck this man's life that he just could not see coming. While he was sitting there playing games with you, many of the things that were going on in the background of his life were shifting really, really fast, and he wasn't paying attention. He was too busy out in the street playing games, thinking that it was a joke, thinking that things could be somehow worked out or fixed. We see I belong to you in the reverse. This man lost someone close to him, someone that he might have thought, we're jammed, we're tight, we belong together. Could have been a relative of some kind, could have been a really close friend. He lost someone all of a sudden. There was a sudden loss that came through this masculine's life. We see Uranus energy that always comes through with sudden shock, sudden death. Okay, this is confirmation. Something suddenly blew up in the face of a man who had no clue how to be an adult, and he was left feeling hopeless. He had to deal with loss. He had to deal with real life. For once, this man had to deal with being a grown man, making grown man decisions. It also could have been one of his children, I'm hearing. Suddenly, he's having to deal with grown man decisions, grown man relationships. He doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to think about it. He doesn't want to face the music. This man is in shock that he was out here playing around and something real happened. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Whatever this was that struck this man upside the head, a lot of it has to do with his gross negligence. And this man is blaming himself. He's stuck in guilt. He's stuck in heartache. He's just sitting in the tub in the dark for hours some nights because he knows it was his negligence. He knows that he could have paid more attention to something or someone. He knows he could have done more for something or someone. This man was so busy living his life carefree, running around, playing around with women, constantly telling himself that tomorrow was going to come. He would be able to deal with his daughter's problems tomorrow. He would be able to deal with his daughter's challenges tomorrow. He would be able to show up at his son's school and talk to those bullies tomorrow. He would be able to go visit his dad or mom or whomever tomorrow. He didn't do it, y'all. He didn't do it. This man is, his life, his mind was very childlike, and it was full of tomorrows that are not going to come. What did I tell y'all? Family. His family has been shaken up, and the people in his family are cursing this man out left, right, and sideways. He is getting laid into, y'all, by his family, because everybody wants to know where he was. The children were unattended. His sisters and brothers were having to pick up slack. If there's an ex-wife or a mother of his children, she is very upset. She was left hanging financially. She was left caring for sick relatives that actually might have been his blood kin and not even hers. This man has been a piss poor example of a man. In a nutshell, okay, Four of Cups energy. He's been someone that has to accept the realities of what he's done, who he's been and who he's not been. Come on, Judgment. The realities of who he's been and who he's not been. Church bells ring when the Judgment card comes through the building. Y'all already know. This man suddenly has to accept those realities. He suddenly has to realize that he's at the crossroads now, because he can't go back to the life that he once led, where he just wandered around living life like every day was a sixth grade trip to McDonald's or some old mess like that. This man was never serious about anything a day in his life. Not a day in his life. There was someone in his life while he was running around playing with you. Queen of Pentacles comes through in reverse. There was a woman in his life that dropped so much money on him over the course of time that he was out playing games. This woman spent a lot of money on him. She brought him a car. What this woman did was invest in him. She's like a bank. She was constantly investing in him. For him to go to some type of school, she invested. He didn't do it right. His mother, it may have been his mother, y'all, and now she's not around to do it. She consistently invested in him. It could also be an ex-wife or a girlfriend or wife that he just didn't pay any attention to. This woman invested all of her attention into him, all of her love into him, all of her money. She kept investing in him. She would even invest in him after he made a mess. She would invest in him after she helped him get things that he would lose. This man has gambled away like trucks. Just playing. All he's done is play. He's gambled things away. This woman has given so much of herself to him. She has given her life to him. Given her life to him. Times that she could have traveled, y'all. Times that she could have traveled. Times that she could have took a trip. Times that she could have traveled even in the astral, girl. This woman could have traveled and made more of her life. Somebody sacrificed their life for him in a nutshell. And it's a shame a lot of times, but feminine energies don't realize that these karmic feminines, when you invest and invest and invest your money is a representation of your energy. Your social currency, your spiritual currency is attached to that money because you earned that money. And when you invested and invested and invested into ghosts, into deadbeats, into karmic masculines, and you don't give it to divine masculines that are gifted and blessed to make things multiply, it's just like throwing that money down a hole. She forfeited her future and her energy investing in this masculine. Somebody sat back and invested in this man endlessly, y'all. And between them two, it went down on the holiday. Y'all, between this man's life has taken a turn that you wouldn't believe. It went down between them on a holiday, y'all, when a secret came out. On a holiday, on top of there being major deaths in the family, on top of there being major losses in the family, a secret was revealed on the holiday between him and this woman whose time he wasted. Well, she wasted her own time, you want my opinion. The secret that came out was that this man's energy, you see this world card here? This is the world card giving very much reverse energy. This is the world card portaling in. This is the world card coming into a new reality. This is the feminine on this card portaling in from somewhere else. This masculine and the secret that came out was the portaling through of a separate feminine energy that had nothing to do. And things between them got really hot. Really hot. It's giving tower energy. There was an explosion in this man's life over the holiday. And this woman suddenly cut ties with this man over the holiday, over this feminine energy, baby. Over this feminine energy. Who was this? Hold on. Was this you? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. We got to get to the bottom of this. Girl, because it went down between them over the holiday season. Hold on. Clarification on this world card. Two of Cups. This is about the relationship this man wanted. Not the relationship he had, the relationship he wanted, boo. The relationship that he wanted from the relationship he wanted, that this man wanted to accept someone new into his life. Four of Cups comes through in the reverse. Queen of Cups. What did I say about you? What did I say about you? I said you were the mother. The energy that mothered him, that always prayed for him, just as his own mother did. You were the closest thing to this man's mother because of your grace and your mercy. This man was in love with you and always thought he could come back to you because of your grace and your mercy. Because of your femininity, because of your heart. It was never about the woman that he was with. She's a Queen of Pentacles, baby. She's all about providing security and value, of which really she couldn't provide him with any security or value because she doesn't have the heart to give it to him. She was just trying to pay this fool to stay in her life, constantly investing in him, constantly burning money, throwing her own future away on him. See, what their relationship was about is that they both are low frequency and they both are attracted to nothingness. She could have had something but threw it away on him because she didn't think nothing of herself. And he didn't do nothing with none of the investment she placed in him because he didn't think nothing of himself. So they were together because they're both in the frequency of bottom feeders. All you ever had for this man, really, once you saw who he was mercy. You may have actually felt a little sorry for him. So you would pray for him. You would care for him. But it wasn't from a place of, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. It was like, oof. I just feel bad for him. When is he going to catch on? The Hanged Man, you're who he's stuck on because of your heart, because of your sensitivity, your kindness, because you're somebody that always would at least, bid him adieu. Pray that he has a good day. Hey, you had a smile on your face even though you knew he wasn't about nothing. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, he calling back again. Okay. God bless you. You reminded him of his mother. Things have gone so crazy for him. He hasn't talked to you. He hasn't heard from you. Chariot in the reverse. Everything between you and him slowed down so long ago. Ace of Pentacles, but you are still his divine feminine. His heart is with you. I'm hearing Jodeci. My heart belongs to you. I'm hearing that. His heart belongs to you. Whatever you want. Oh, he realizes it now. Everything's falling apart. Six of Pentacles. Now he's thinking, for everything that you gave him, just your sweetness, just your kindness. Damn, what could I have given? I could have given her more. This woman is just now figuring out that it's not about her. This is the secret that was revealed over the holiday. That is not about her. Somebody let her know. We see let me know. Somebody let her know, baby, that you were his queen. Somebody let her know that you were above her. Somebody let her know that low-key this man wanted to be in a polygamous relationship. If he thought that you would accept it, he would have actually brought you, like you would have just been his other wife. Somebody told her this. Somebody told her that he was addicted to you because back in the day you had that WAP. Back in the day you had that WAP. Whenever y'all did what y'all did, that WAP turned you into the most high when it comes to him. He don't think of nothing other than you in terms of a woman. You got the grace, you got the heart, you got the WAP. Somebody spilled a lot of tea on you, sis. Somebody that knew how he felt about you spilled a lot of tea over some liquor. Over some liquor. She got drunk with somebody that knew some tea and they told it. They was mad because she left him broke. He left her broke. They was mad. They was like, that broke dude, you know he really in love with old girl, right? He in love with April. Yeah, that's right. He told old boy that she got that WAP. He don't even want you when you don't put all your money on him. Somebody got drunk and spilled it all. Literally and figuratively, okay? This person might have got so drunk they got sick. I'm hearing vomit. This person got sickeningly drunk and told her everything. You a dummy. You been taking care of that man. Somebody went hard, baby. Somebody blow your smoke, baby. Somebody blew their smoke in her face. They might have been smoking. She got intoxicated with somebody that doesn't respect her. And they told everything. It's like, you dumb. I'm hearing cousin. I'm hearing brother. Could have been somebody that's related to her. And was like, man, you a dummy. You a dummy. You did all that for him. He don't even want you. What you mean he don't want me? Man, let me tell you what everybody already knew. You a clown. Let me tell you what everybody already been talking about. You a sucker. That man been controlling you. Jezebel energy, you dummy. Somebody took this moment that they got drunk to let her know who the true belle of the ball is. And it's you. It's not her. Somebody took that moment to let her know who the true belle of the ball is. Y'all, this just got... She wanted them to fit together. So this woman is upset. We don't fit together comes through in reverse. She's cutting ties because she still wanted them to fit together, and now she knows the truth. This accelerated so much hardship in this man's life, y'all, when this woman suddenly stood there and said, what? I heard about it. I heard of. Why am I hearing? Y'all remember the Jackson 5 American Dream movie where they had Joe Jackson and they had Angela Bassett. And what's my boy name that played Joe Jackson in that movie? I love him. Joseph, what's his name, y'all? 3 names, y'all. Why I can't remember that man's name. I love that actor that played Cochise. Well, anyway, remember when Catherine was going out to get him some butter pecan ice cream? And she realized somebody kept hanging up the phone, calling there, let it ring 2 times, hang up. And she picked up the phone and heard him talking to his little hooker. And she went up in there and she said, I heard her. I heard her. Let it ring 2 times, hang up, I heard her. Y'all remember that part? Don't play like I'm the only person that remember that part. Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, that's his name. Don't play like I'm the only person that remember that part where Angela Bassett got down. Like she always does. Shout out to her. She said, I heard her. That's the energy that's coming from this woman. She like, I done heard about it. I done heard it. Now I know what's going on. This has tore this man's life upside down. We see fool card energy. This man was suddenly catapulted into just a whole new beginning, just a mess. Knight of Swords in reverse. Something crazy happened. Some type of aggression, some type of manipulation. Baby, the girl, they might have had to call 12. It went down at that house when she found out about you. Knight of Cups found out that he was in love with you. Knight of Pentacles. If he had anything to offer, he was going to offer it to you. He's never offered her anything, sis. You might have heard he had this woman in his corner. You was like, oh, well, I guess in the background he doing whatever. He's never offered that woman anything, honey. He's never given her anything. He spent all this time like a duck planning the day that he was going to stop running around in the street with other women and he was going to come get you. You don't want him. You're a divine feminine. You did not want him. You were treating him as a friend. You were treating him as the sad case that he is, thinking like, oh my God, I hope he gets better. You do divine masculines. You do emperors. You do kings. You do hierophants. You don't do karmic puppies. You would never have been with him for real. At one point, somebody was hopeful, but as you got to see who he is for real, you were just like, oh, that looks like a mess. But you would say a prayer for him to figure it out. He's never done anything for her. Never done anything for her. This man has just been sitting there waiting and hoping for the day that he could come to you, write the letter, have a conversation, get you open, get you talking, and y'all could be, girl, she wasn't the one. He was still playing, and I'm telling you the vibe I get. Whoever this man was, like he was still playing the field. He was already too old. And I'm not necessarily saying he was too old based on age. He was too old based on like where he's at in life. It's like he's been through too much already to still be thinking like this. And then he has all these catastrophes hit him back to back. Now life is begging him to take initiative, and he don't know how to. He don't know how to come back to you. He don't know how to function without the drama and the mess of this woman, baby. This man is lost. And he's drowning. You only gonna hear about it through the grapevine. You only gonna hear the tea through the grapevine, baby. The tea is being poured hot in the background. You hearing it now. You might hear it and see something on social media like, hey, it went down over there. It got so crazy. And the thing is, y'all, I'm hearing like the police may have had to have been called. Y'all, this man ain't that type of dude. He not live like that. It's like his involvement with this woman may literally land him in, he might end up sitting in the county or something for some time. He's not even that type of dude. Like, he a clown. He's a goofball. He want to be laughing and playing around in the street and, you know, having a good time, going to work, coming home, working his job, you know, going out for a little something every now and then with the fellas. Like, he's not a go to jail. He's not that. This is not a man with a record. He doesn't have any of these kind of problems. It's like everything just hit at one freaking time. All of a sudden, certain relatives are gone. This woman has figured out that she was never the woman. And she wasn't going to be able to pay her way to being the woman, no matter what she was telling herself. She was never going to be the girl. And it's like she's just now catching it. And something went down, y'all. When the tea is poured, baby, this man is going to be in the county for like 3 months. He can't come to you. He can't call you. He can't anything. He can't even ask you for prayers. Maybe 5 months into the summertime, y'all. That's like 5 or 6 months away. And this is so foreign. Like, this is something that you gonna think that happened to who? Girl, what? You're not gonna believe it because that's not him. You don't even know men who, karmic or not, you don't know men that get down. Like, this is gonna be a first time that you're gonna be like, wait, hold a horn. Pardon me. You're gonna be in shock. Because you're like, no, not, wait, who? The person who tells you about this, their name may begin with an N, girl, or an M, J. Somebody brings you the message and you're going to be like, wait, huh? Because it doesn't add up. It's like, he really has come under siege. This is spiritual warfare. I'm going to tell you right now, because it doesn't fit his profile. He's not that kind of guy. But suddenly, he's having to deal with this. And it's going to be something that's just going to be unreal for him, baby. This ain't him. And he's going to have to accept it. This is the moment where he's going to have to accept his fate. And so much of it comes from this woman that he was just sitting there letting pour into him, letting take advantage of him. He thought he was skilled in this, in whatever, getting money from women. He thought he was skilled. He thought that he had what it took to get this type of ugliness going on. He thought he had what it took. He thought he had the quote unquote work ethic, like a street work ethic, that he could bring balance to anything. He didn't see anything wrong with this. He told himself that he wasn't seriously ready to settle down. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, I'm not really ready to settle down. It's all good. This is just what I'm going to do in the meantime, in between time. I'm going to do this. You know, sometimes I'm broke. I haven't really got the money under me that I want. I'm just going to kind of play the role with her for a little while. I'm just going to do this for a little while. I'm just going to let this be the case for a little while. We going back, y'all, past this liquor energy, y'all. This man been partying. He been kicking it. Kind of dependent on the fact that he just thought the Most High, y'all. He thought that eventually something was going to change. He thought that a bad B girl was going to come sweep him off his feet, whether that was you or somebody else. This man literally lived in his present and lived a grimy life and just kept thinking, or just a silly life, and just kept thinking that you were going to, or somebody was just going to come in and sweep him off his feet like he was Cinderella or somebody. And I just don't understand it. And now life literally is handing this man nothing but silence. Nothing but silence, because he's the one that has to be silent, y'all. It's like he's dead for a period of time. And we're talking spiritual death. Whatever this is, girl, this fight that he had with this woman literally rendered him spiritually dead. And he's locked away, locked up. He got some emotional stuff going on. Literally everything hit the wall for Buddy. Boom. Everything was fine. Then everything wasn't. Then everything wasn't, girl. One moment in time, he got his whole squad on alert. He in real trouble, but it's nothing nobody's going to be able to do. And he's still sitting there with that love that he has for you. Do you hear me? He's still sitting there being a fool for you. Still sitting there being a fool for you. In this bad situation, you end up being his phantom bride in the end. You are going to be his fantasy. That's what he's left with, that he let you slip through his fingers. And I'm going to tell you something even more importantly about this. It's not even just about him letting you slip through his fingers, girl. It's not even just about that. It's also about the fact that had he, see, what they don't be understanding a lot of times when divine feminine, divine masculine energies come into their world, what they don't understand a lot of times is it is the Most High calling them to their higher self. And we as divine energies a lot of times represent these people's higher self. You feel me? And they don't want to respond to their higher self. They don't want to go into their higher timeline. So they stall, they wait, they debate, they don't do everything. They allow things to get bad. They allow things to get weird. They allow things to take a turn for the worse. And then when they do that and things get worse and worse for them, he's looking back. But the truth is, it wasn't even, had he chosen you, choosing you was his opportunity to avoid this mess that he's allowed himself to get into. Girl, the whole neighborhood is going to be talking about this. This is an opportunity for him to avoid all of this. We're his next door neighbors. And everything now is going to be in his business because they saw the fight. They saw what went down. They saw him getting hauled away from there. That may be one of the people that reach out to you. Somebody that was in very close proximity to the action. Let me tell you how everybody's about to run to you and tell you the fate of this man. The things that have went on with him. They're going to all run to you. You want to know why? Because this is the way he's always spoken about you. You showed up as the empress. You know how when somebody's husband get in trouble, girl, he got in a fight down there at the pool hall. They want to call you because you're his wife. They want to be like, we got to tell you what just happened with Levon. We got to tell you what just happened with Brendan. We got to tell you what just happened with Corey. Yeah, they're calling you. They're reaching out to you like you're the wife. Nobody's calling to check on this woman. Nobody cares how she's doing. Oh my God, y'all got in a fight, girl. What happened? Nobody cares about the drama that happened to her because no one respected her because she didn't respect herself. And he didn't respect himself. But everyone respects you. And when this man hits the wall, guess who they're going to call? They want you to know what happened. Oh my God, Fallon, girl, what? You ain't going to believe what happened. Brielle, you're not going to believe what happened. They're going to come to you like you're his wife because he always talked about you. Everybody knew how he felt about you. Stop playing. That was known. That was an open secret. She was the last person to know, but that was an open secret. How he felt about you. That was girl, please. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. She didn't know. Everybody knew. He gets in trouble. Your phone gonna start going off in the middle of the night. 38:30 on the clock when I said that. Somebody gonna wake up giving a smooth little 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. What's 38:30? 3 plus 8, what that is? 11, that's 2. Girl, good 2:30 a.m. They're gonna start calling you. Have you heard? DMing you. You're the only respected person. You're his higher self. You're the person that, had he chosen God, God was pulling on him. That's what is so in love with you. Yeah, because your grace and your mercy was showing the divine heart. That's what he was in love with because that's what he was being called to. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to keep playing. He wanted to keep dilly-dallying. He wasn't taking it seriously. He wasn't taking life seriously. He wasn't taking life seriously. He wasn't taking life seriously. In a split eye, in a second, immediately, now, hastily, all of a sudden, everything has changed. They calling you like, oh my God, girl, you ain't gonna believe what happened. This woman, She's upset. She gonna be trying to stir the pot because you know what her problem is? I'm gonna tell you something about her, baby. She drinks. She drinks. And that lady will go get some of that Coke 45 or something up in her. Yes, I said Coke 45. You heard me. And to start trying to call you off that Coke 45. Trying to get upset with you, trying to stir something up with you. You are so above these people. But this man sure loved you, girl. He don't have a lick of sense. He didn't have himself together. He didn't accept the Most High when the Most High called for him. The Most High tried to call him so he would be able to get away from this mess. So that she would stop embarrassing herself. The Most High just tried to break that mess up. That mess they was doing. He just tried to break that mess up. When she realizes that everybody in the social circle is like running to you, have you heard that you're the recognized wife? You don't care to be the recognized wife, girl. You don't care about that. It's just that you are a wife. You have wife energy. You have wife energy. If there's any woman he knew, oh my God, he's in trouble. Someone in the family passed away. Now he got in a fight with old girl. Now he's got, oh my God, we gotta call. Oh, somebody call Angie. Yeah, they're gonna call you. This man is so ashamed. He's ashamed. He's guilty. He's at his lowest. He's at his lowest in this moment now. This is where it gets serious. Once again, church bells ring when the judgment car comes through the building. This is where it gets serious. Is that jackass? I think it is. This is where it gets serious. This man, I told you, 8 of Swords. He's locked up. Something's going on that's just made it where he can't even come for you. He can't call you. He can't run back to you. He knows that things will never be the same because he's experienced public disgrace. He's been publicly disgraced. He's been publicly flogged for negligence, for not only disappointing you. It's not even about you. He's disappointed his kids, his family. He's allowed someone to pour into him while he just went gallivanting around, not choosing the holy path for himself, even though it presented itself to him multiple times. Empress again. All he can think about in there is you. In his time of trouble, not only are you who he loves, I keep hearing giggle. It's like you giggle a lot, or like you laugh, like you're a laughy type of person. He just keeps thinking about that femininity, that giggling, that ha ha ha. He keeps thinking about that. Like, oh, I miss just to hear her laugh. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Male. Regrets. He regrets it all. He regrets it all. This is the lane that he had to find himself in order to see what was really going on. Baby, there's a big hole in my heart I could not fill on my own. This man is broken, sitting in solitude somewhere. If he's not in actual county, he's still locked up somehow. He's been removed. He's in trouble. This man is and it's all because he has so many chances to get out, y'all. So many chances not to end up in this position. So many chances not to end up in this position, y'all. Justice comes through in the reverse. This man lands on the wrong side of justice, on the wrong side of Saturn, on the wrong side of law, on the wrong side of order, on the wrong side of righteousness, because he just did not obey the call when it was made. He just kept thinking it tomorrow. I told y'all, forget about tomorrow. You better choose the Lord today. That's the words. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't choose. He didn't choose the righteous path that day. He didn't choose the righteous path. He did not choose the righteous path. For tomorrow may very well be today. today. It was today. It's been many todays ago that he should have chose the Lord. He should have chose righteousness. He should have chose to be a man. Whether he chose you or not, he should have chose to be a man. Had he been a man, choosing you may have been an option for him. This man doesn't realize you gave up and let him go so long ago. Mentally, in your heart, you said, he not ready. But you have always been the goal, sister. You have always been the goal. This man's in a space now where I'm seeing like a philosopher in just like a dusty burgundy robe. Wherever he is in his life, it's like all he can do now is read. That's where he's trying to see. He's being forced to face God, to face his higher self, to face his mistakes. And it's coming through way of books, as does a lot of times with people when they end up in solitary situations, paying for their crimes, whether they were spiritual crimes, physical world crimes, money, whatever, illegal or whatever. Now he's having to face the face of God through books. This man is reading. That's all he can do. That's all he can do. May even be reading erotica, girl, thinking about you. Knight of Wands in reverse, wishing that he could come to you definitely for sensual relief. You are on this man's mind, left, right, and sideways. You are on this man's mind in every way. In every way. Do you hear me? I have to stress that. Faith's haven. At this point, your memory, even the memory of your perfume or how you laugh, it has literally become this man's safe haven during this time of trouble. You're like something he can think about, something he can remember, because baby, sister, everything else is a mess. Everything else is a mess. Everything else is a mess. I can't say it enough. Everything else is a mess. Daydreaming of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Wishing that he could reverse this. Wishing that he could undo everything he's done. I dislike you right now in reverse. This man doesn't like himself right now because he knows he's made a mess. Yeah. He's made a mess. Y'all, password box. He's trying to think if there's anything he could think of to get himself out of this. What can I think of? Who can I call? This is something I can do. This man is not going to be able to get himself out of this. He's going to have to sit with this for at least 9 months in totality. We saw 6 at first, y'all. It's 8 to 9 months in totality. He's going to have to face the music. He won't fully be out of this until the winter, until a snowy day. So sometime when he really gets released, this man may find himself sitting in some type of holding pattern or actual physical county cell for 8 months. He won't be freed of whatever charges until the winter time. So he'll still have court dates, or he'll still have to deal with the ramifications, legal paperwork, whatever it is. It could just be spiritual justice. This man may have found himself spiritually locked away as well. He may just be in the hell realm. It could really be as simple as that. And that's not simple, but you know what I mean. He may be in the hell realm. Whatever that is, he's going to serve his time in that mental hell realm, or that actual physical cell, which is a manifestation of the hell realm energy he has to deal with, the justice, the karma that he has to pay for at least 8 to 9 months. And he won't get freed of that, like no more court dates or no more nightmares in the middle of the night, waking up with all types of spiritual challenges for at least another 2 or 3 months even after that. This is what the Most High had to do, the hermit, y'all, to get this man to sit by himself and call on the name of the Most High. Y'all hear that fast car going by? Y'all hear that motor, that motorcycle, whatever that is? That's how this man was living his life. Full on Knight of Wands energy, always on go, always in motion, always thinking that he was going to be able to hit the gas and run. I'll just take care of it tomorrow. This is the way he was living his life. I'll just take care of tomorrow, y'all. That's all right. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I keep telling y'all. But those days are over. This man has had to deal with public disgrace, embarrassment, and he's been reduced, y'all, back to the days of him being a boy pretty much and just having to sit alone and really think about the life that he's led. What the hell have I been doing with my life? That's what I keep hearing. This level of regret. What have I been doing with my life? So when he gets out of this jam, girl, when he gets out of this jam, sister, well, you know, he figures, hey, how can I reclaim my power? How can I reclaim my masculinity? He's had so much time to read, y'all. It's really giving me coming out of that situation with new spiritual energy, having discovered Buddhism, having discovered Islam, having discovered Christianity, having discovered the conscious community, having discovered nature, Mother Nature, having discovered some level of spiritual connection. Maybe also coming away with some type of spiritual mentor or a group of spiritual mentors, you know, like the bros, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, coming to you, who he always wanted, who was always the empress of his soul, with or without your knowledge or permission or agreement, you were the apex of femininity for this man. And we see, hey, I'm ready to admit who you are to me, seeming like a really great idea to him. I didn't say it was a great idea to you. I said it was a great idea to him. Coming to you saying we fit together like a puzzle piece. You've been the one, you who I always wanted. No, this may actually be the text or the love letter. Yeah. Hey, marry me. You've always been the one. It's always been you. Marry me. I've always seen you as the apex of my affect. The height of my affection. There is none higher. You have always been the girl to me. Okay? Twin flame energy coming through in the reverse. Okay? 9 of Cups in the reverse. It's not even fulfillment or twin flame energy this man will be looking for from you. It's not even quick sexual energy, motel, hotel comes through in reverse, this man will be looking for from you. It's not even time that this man is looking for from you because he's already lost a lot of time. He has to lose this time in order for him to hear anything from the Most High that this has nothing to do with you. Okay? This man just wants you close. Standoffish comes through in the reverse. This man just wants you close. I just want you close. That's what I'm hearing. So he can stay forever. This man literally just wants you close to him. No one can get in the way of what this man comes back on. No one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. Yes, that Alicia Keys. I haven't heard that in I don't know how long. He's coming back in that energy saying no one can get in the way of this. He just wants to be in your proximity. That's all he ever wanted. But see, he didn't know how to let that out. He didn't know. This man went through hell emotionally while he was on, let's call it sabbatical, whatever that was, whether it was the hell realm or down there to the county cell 1131, prisoner 7757. This man was in a daze. He was in the hell realm. It was terrible. It was bad. And now he got a chance to see everything that he felt. This man don't even care if you feel the same way or not when he comes back to you. He's willing to humiliate himself. He's willing to humiliate himself just to tell you, like, look, it was always you. This is a man that's trying to go back and reclaim what has already been done. Sweet talking you, wanting to get back to you. I'm telling you, he's not going to let you go or forget about you because you was always her. You was always what was happening. And the crazy thing is, you always being her and you always being what's happening literally is what makes his life fall apart in a sense. Had he ever admitted that and just come to you, The ex wouldn't have had to fight it through the hot grits or whatever on him that landed him in the jailhouse. Or he wouldn't have ended up in a miserable hell realm situation because of what he went through with the ex, because she found out how he felt about you. It's a lot of poor decision making. But he comes out with his love overflowing as it relates to you. Girl, coming out captured by your beauty. Wanting to tell you now in this text or this letter or this DM, or literally sending a letter to your house, snail mail edition, handwritten, to say to you, I want to marry you. It has always been you. It's always going to be you. Please. This is how he comes to you. When it's all said and done, it's all over with. No cover-ups. Everything open on the table. All hands showing. To say, hey, I want you. And I want to be in a happily ever after with you. After everything that's done happened. Oh, I want to be in a happily ever after situation with you. I can't cope if you're not in my life. Let me tell you something. This is everything this man should have said. I'm hearing it. You're going to feel like, huh? This is everything this man wanted. It's like so much time has passed. You're not active in this time. You like, somebody just come out the blue, revisiting the past. You're like, why are we still talking about that? Because this man is looking to get in your life. He's looking to clear the karmic debts that he feels prohibited him from making the right decision about you. He wants to be employed in your life. He wants to be your man. He wants to be your everything. This man is literally going to go through all this. There's a lot of this coming through the feminine, y'all. I wasn't going to read this one when I did the pre-pull, but the energy keeps coming up. I told y'all, there's been an ascension in the feminine. There's been an ascension. And a lot of these masculines ended up under a lot of pressure, to commit to the feminine energy, and they didn't do it. And these men are kicking themselves and feeling the fire, if you will. They're going through a lot because they did not do what they were supposed to do. They didn't commit, and to their shock and surprise, which is funny, right? But to their shock and surprise, baby, Divine Feminine, we move on. Nobody's going to sit around waiting. There's too many great opportunities in the world, too many great men in the world, too many great friends to make, too many great pets to adopt, girl. Too many kids to bless for people to sit around waiting on folks that aren't ready to accept the righteous path, and they're not ready to embrace their own divinity. Nobody got time to sit around and wait on karmics. Nobody. So he's just going to be watching you, girl. Just watching your life, wishing you would be his wife. Six of Cups energy all day, just recalling the mistake that he made, because he can't come back now. It's not that you were ever that interested anyway, but now what's done has been done. There is no redo. There is no, let's just give it another try. There is no, let's do it again. There's none of that. There's none of that. Your life goes on. You've continued to blossom. You've continued to stand in your beauty and your grace. All the things he loved about you, all those beautiful Queen of Cups energies that he loved about you. He really wants you to hold on to him, sister. He's not going to just go away, but he's going to just end up watching you. Okay? Somebody that may watch you every day on break at work, check on your page, see what's going on with you. But this is a man this is a really big representative. This man put himself in a bad position, Page of Pentacles, and he's going to have to fight his way out of this bad position financially. He comes out, he's lost money, he's lost reputation, he's lost security. People are going in his life. His little piece of woman is gone. Somebody in the family is going. He's going to have to get himself out of this bad position on his own. Okay. And well, at least he found some spirituality, there's something, but he can't just keep depending on you to come back into he can come back in your life. 5 of Wands. This man, though, he's going to be fighting feelings for you. Feelings for the rest of his life. He's going to be fighting feelings for you. Okay. Queen of Pentacles energy. Child, what the hell? Why is she showing up? Love. Girl, that lady's still in love with him. And he gonna forever be in love with you. She in the background might be trying to do some type of spell work on that fool to keep him. Because she feel like he make her feel alive. I can't believe she even showed back up. She still feels like this man is her soulmate. And she's still getting lost in his eyes. Well, she can do that. But the only woman this man has ever loved is you. The only woman he's ever loved is you. You take that and do what you want with it, okay? The only woman he's ever loved is you. She's trying to put spells and stuff on him. This isn't somebody that supports. He doesn't support her. He loves you, girl. You just have to read between the lines on this one, because the bottom line is, we see the moon card energy. The bottom line with this is that this is a man who's going to be tormented with feelings for you forever because he wasted time. Baby, he wasted time on wishful thinking. Come on, Spirit, and confirm this for us. This man wasted time on wishful thinking. And much faster than he thought. Baby, you see this time collapsed on him. The timeline collapsed on this man. Before he could even figure things out. 6 months from now, what? 6 months from now, what? Baby, this man's still going to be yearning for you in 6 months. My heart is yearning for your love. Girl, he's still going to be yearning for you. Talking about, keep running. But you know what? That's what he get. That's what he get. He kept running in and out of your life. And you lost interest, you moved on, time moves on, justice moves on, God moves on. And this man just has to deal with the bed that he made for himself. The only thing I can see for him, because somebody you did consider this man a friend, one thing you need to know about this masculine in terms of him at least being a friend to you is that he did find God for himself. If you were worried about him or concerned, he does ultimately find God for himself. And that's something you can at least take comfort in, okay? If you have enjoyed this divine, feminine tarot tea, girl, please go ahead, do like, do share, do subscribe. Okay, do not be afraid to come through the building, girl. And when you do, please go ahead, hit that bell so you can be here every single time. Me and the T team are off up in here getting it in with all of these good old tarot messages. Hey, baby, if you would like a personal reading from me, girl, listen, things is backed up over there. dftarottea@gmail.com, y'all. We're going to have to, I just thank y'all for the high demand. I will be switching to a calendar system probably the next month or two where we'll just do so many slots a month because I am so overwhelmed with personals right now. God bless y'all for considering me to do your readings, girl. If you want to send a request over, I will respond to you as soon as I can. dftarottea@gmail.com. Also, if you would like to check out, girl, our other station, our princess treatment only station, our high manifestation energy only station, go ahead over to Pretty Princess Prosperity and Prosperity Petitions and do your big one, girl. Support over there. We got a lot of beautiful things coming to that channel. Y'all just stay tuned. But it's such a sweet and beautiful environment and allows us just to fellowship and manifest together. And I just adore that channel and what it's becoming and how it's feeling. Also, for those of y'all that are on the Dark Feminine membership, I did just drop a new drop over there, y'all. Y'all remember, I am just one person, okay? But I thank every member of this channel because I need to update y'all. And I'm going to try to do that as soon as possible for the people that's over on the Letters We Burn, the astrology, the Dark Feminine archives, girl. There's just so much that goes on. So, I just thank y'all because I get so many messages and so many things. I just try to get everything out as fast as I can. Also, if you would like to hype me up, yeah, and let me know you still in the building, girl, please go ahead and put 63, girl, 53 in the comment section because it was exactly 63 minutes and 53 seconds when I said what I said. Girl, also, if you would like to, go make a little love offering to this channel, girl. dftarottea Cash App or maybe even down to PayPal. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next one.